I'm the film critic for the Salt Lake Tribune. And welcome to Utah again, Karen Gillan.
Thank you. It's exciting to be back in Utah.
Now you were here at Monument Valley.
In Monument Valley with all the crazy mountains.
What was that like?
It was incredible. I mean, that landscape was amazing, and we had so much fun. We shot a really fun episode there. It was our first American episode.
Right. What was your life like before Doctor Who?
Really boring in comparison. I mean, I just had a normal life. I grew up in Inverness in Scotland. Wow, people are fans of Inverness. Yeah, and then I got this job and it kind of turned into a bit of a whirlwind.
What's been the biggest change in that whirlwind?
I mean, we would shoot Doctor Who for 9 months of the year, which was a big change to one's life. I made some of my best friends on that TV show as well, so that was probably the biggest and most important change for me.
Okay. All right, we have a lot of people lined up wanting to ask questions. We're just start throwing it to y'all. Start right over here.
Hello, Karen.
Hi.
My name's Michael. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I think we're all fans of you here out.
Oh.
But my question would have to be, as the acting career, just transitioning from Doctor Who to Oculus to now Guardians of the Galaxy. How is that going for you?
How was the transition?
Yeah, how's the transition to it all?
Well, I feel like Doctor Who was actually like my 3 years of drama school. I feel like I covered every emotion possible in that TV show, including multiple death reactions because Rory kept dying. Literally, I feel like that was just a really good training ground to make a transition into anything. And I'm really fortunate to do more genre acting as well, which for me is really exciting because everything's really high octane and it's kind of a life or death situation quite often, which means that the stakes are always really high and that's fun as an actor. Thanks.
One over here.
Hi Karen, I'm Amanda. We're all here because we are proud of our inner nerd, and I was wondering if you would share with us, without including your film career, your inner nerd that you're proud of.
My inner nerd?
Yes.
Well, I kind of freaked out earlier when I found out that Patrick Stewart's going to be next to me. I mean, it's so exciting. I can't believe I'm going to be that close to him. And all of the Star Trek men. I want to get a photo with all of the Star Trek men. Because my mom will be the most proud she has ever been if she sees that.
One over here.
Aaron, thanks for coming to Utah. My name's Rory, and
Rory?
a question and a request, and I actually am a nurse, so my request is if you would sign my nurse badge, and then my question.
Oh my god! Definitely.
My question is, oh jeez. Hypothetically, if there was ever an American to be cast as the Doctor, both past and present, who do you think would do the best?
Sorry, I missed the question. What was it?
If there was ever an American.
Oh, an American?
Yeah.
Like an American actor in the cast?
Yes.
Who would I choose?
Yes, both past and present.
Oh my god, I mean, what about Gillian Anderson? I love the X-Files.
Could you have an American play Doctor Who? I mean, it's such a British
Absolutely.
thing.
I mean, it's definitely quintessentially British, and I feel like Americans like that about it. However, absolutely, you can have loads of Americans play that role. Like Back to the Future.
One over here.
Hi Karen, I'm Chloe. I was wondering if you and Matt had any funny stories while you guys were on Doctor Who.
Oh, me and Matt. I mean, there's a few. Where do I start? I feel like generally, like, I was tormented throughout my entire reign on that show because I was the only girl. So Matt and Arthur would just gang up on me all the time. And the worst and best experience was one time, like, Matt used to hide in my trailer. And I would, like, walk in and not think anyone was there, and then he would, like, jump out and really scare me. But one time he really committed to it, and he grabbed the biggest shoehorn I've ever seen jumped out and like started screaming at me and waving the shoehorn around, and I started laughing and crying at the same time. It was so intense.
All right, one over here. We have someone dressed as a TARDIS, I think.
You're a TARDIS! That's amazing!
Oh, thank you. I was wondering if, disregarding age, sex, race, all that fun jazz, if you could have any dream role ever, what would it be?
Dream role? Oh, that's such a good question. I think I would love to play Lady Macbeth. Shakespeare fans in the house? Yeah, I think it's an amazing role, and she's really scary, and it's always been a dream of mine, but I've always felt too young for it, but maybe I'm getting there now.
We have a red-caped gentleman.
Oh my god, look at this!
Hi Karen, I'm Cole, and
Hi.
I'm wondering, so you were in Doctor Who, which has a huge fan base, and now you're in a Marvel film, which also has a huge fan base, and I'm just wondering, is this all part of some master scheme to become a nerd goddess, or did it just fall out this way? Because you're doing it
It's
right.
my mission to become Queen Nerd. I don't know how this happened. I didn't plan it this way. It just turned out like that. I'm not complaining though, because I mean, the roles are amazing in sort of genre films. I think that the female roles are incredible. And then we get to do things like this. And I would honestly hate to be like a doctor walking down a corridor, like a normal doctor, like just walking down a corridor with a clipboard. I would like die of boredom.
Well, he mentioned Guardians of the Galaxy coming up. One question. If everyone here promises not to tell anybody or Twitter about it,
Look at all these
can you tell us everything that happens in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Spoilers! No! Absolutely not! I can tell you that my character is really sadistic, and she really enjoys what she does, and she's really, really bad.
And you quite famously had to chop your hair off.
Get rid of all my hair, yeah.
Right. How traumatic was that?
It wasn't traumatic, actually. I found the whole thing really funny, until I woke up the next morning. and then waking up bald is really weird. I hadn't been bald since I was a baby. My parents found it really funny. They told me that I looked like a thug. Do you use that word here? A thug? Yeah, okay.
All right. Question over here.
Hi, by the way, love the hair. I'm Catherine. I have
Hi.
short hair too. But I have to admit that I absolutely hated River's song until the moment we discovered who she actually is.
Oh, really?
It was a very weird experience for me, going from absolute loathing to absolute loving.
Wow, that's extreme.
Yeah, it really is. And I freely admit to being the biggest jerk in the world. But anyway, I was curious, when in the process of the whole show you found out about that? Was it the Time of Angels, later on, earlier on?
We found out who River Song was.
Yes.
We found out at the very, very last minute because Stephen Moffat likes to not tell us things. Because I think he didn't want it to affect our performances, and also he just likes to keep it under wraps anyway. He likes to be in that position, I think. And then I think Arthur worked it out, and I was just oblivious and didn't realize until I read it. And I was like, oh my god. So the last minute, when we were shooting the episode and we got the scripts.
Nice.